Self Awareness 365. This is day 26. I'm going to read this from a book by Ayana Van Zant. It says, Primary Judgment Issues. More often than not, judgment can be traced back to one of three primary issues. One, we cannot tolerate the same behavior or characteristic in ourselves. When we harbor feelings of or inadequacy, inappropriateness, weakness, or the not good enough syndrome, we resent seeing our behaviors and tendencies demonstrated by another person. Seeing it out there embarrasses us, so we condemn what is being demonstrated. A judgment of resentment or embarrassment often reveals that we are not fully expressing ourselves, and we express resentment or anger when others do so. Two, we are unaware that we behave a certain way and of the impact that behavior has on us. So we disown it and protect the behavior onto and project the behavior onto others and dislike it out there. Whenever we experience dislike, upset, or anger about how someone is being, who they are, we must ask ourselves, how and under what circumstances am I prone to behave the same way? That's our question. How and under what circumstances am I prone to behave the same way? Only when we become willing to take an honest look within to determine if we share some of the same characteristics we dislike in others can we become self accepting and self aware. Three, when we are envious and resentful, we must find something wrong with others who have what we want or do what we desire to do. We judge them in order to make them wrong about who we are and what we have not created for ourselves. When someone attains a certain level of success or recognition, it may remind us of a lack of confidence or success in our own life experience. When feelings of inadequacy surface in the face of success, chances are we will look for and find something wrong with the person to negate what is right or good about them and their accomplishments. This is also known as the crabs in a barrel mentality, pulling someone down to the level we are on. Since judgments are a strategy used by the ego to avoid uncomfortable feelings, if we are unaware of the feelings hiding in our own internal landscape, we can and most likely will create all sorts of judgmental stories about the people to distract our attention away from what we are experiencing within. It is only when we forgive our judgments that we can have compassion for others, even when they behave in ways we would not. So the question is, how and under what circumstances am I prone to behave the same way? So when we see people that behave in a way that we dislike, upset, or anger us, we got to ask ourselves the hard question. So I thought this would be a good question to think about as we kind of go about the next few months, seeing where you see this in your life, seeing where you exhibit this in your life, seeing where others are in a position where you would like to be, and deflect so you don't have to grow, you don't have to take chances, you don't have to face your fear. So just something to be thinking about today and a question to answer for yourself.